This rotten kid of yours is accusing me of corruption. He thinks I pulled a Rosie Ruiz.
A what?
He did.
Oh, not a what, a who. Rosie jumped in at the end of the Boston Marathon. Remember that? Pretended that she won it. She hardly broke a sweat.
Yeah, see, you look like you've been sweating.
Thank you.
No, he hid out in the bushes, jumped down, and said, oh, I'm so tired.
Are you going to let him get away with this?
Of course I am. It sounds like the truth to me. Of course, when do we get the hard evidence, number
Oh,
one?
you mean the snapshot of Mike napping under the elm tree?
I have never been so unappreciated in my life.
You know who's unappreciated? Foster. You know, Dad, I've been meaning to talk to you about this. We need to get double on his pledges.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
By what perverted logic?
Well, he had to walk the walk on 4 feet, not 2 like the rest of us.
Well, don't be so sure. I almost crawled across that finish line on all 4s.
Oh, you did great, Mr. Tough Guy.
What was up with that lady?
What lady?
Oh,
She-
nothing worth the time it would take to tell. Hey, listen, Lucky, I went by the junkyard and I picked up wheels for your go-kart.
Oh, cool. Let's go check it out. Come on, Foster.
Oh, not so cool, not so cool. Think a minute. Foster, you know, skillet head, parched, water. Okay, don't make me go off on the responsibilities of pet ownership, because you know how I hate it when I do that.
Yeah, I hate it, too.
Well?
Stone, I'll be up in a little bit.
No hurry.
Hey, thanks for the ride, Luke.
Hey, anytime, little lady.
Oh, by the way, what happened to Red?
My sister? I don't know. I think she pulled a muscle. Last time I saw her, she was hobbling across a parking lot with Alan Quartermain.
Hey, look at the time. We better go.
Yeah. The others will be finishing up the walk by now.
And here we just sit indulging ourselves. Take care of that leg.
I got business to attend to.
Go. It's fine. I'll be okay.
¿Estás alegre, Miguelito? Que encontraste una mujer que no tiene clase, como la Lily.
What did he say?
Get out.
What'd you say, Sonny? Why don't you speak in English?
In English? I said you were a whore. Truth hurts, don't it? No, don't even get close with
Sonny,
me, big
please.
okay? You got a distinct disadvantage.
You run off to Puerto Rico with her and you're calling me names? That's a joke.
Yeah, we're all laughing, aren't we? You know, it's not like we didn't...
Sonny, please don't. For my sake. I'll call you later.
It's pathetic.
You should really check your facts before you jump to conclusions. You want to hear facts, Lily? I know that you've been trying to break us up for months. And it took you about, what, 2 seconds to get him on a plane to Puerto Rico? You must have just loved being the one to console him. Nothing happened between us. And look at you. Both of you.
was really pointless.
You're in no position to make accusations. And you bet it is pointless. Did you or did you not run off to Puerto Rico with him?
Do we have to get into this?
We didn't run anywhere. I'm going to tell you one more time, Brenda. Nothing happened between me and Sonny. What's your excuse?
I don't believe you.
Do you believe her?
To be honest, I really don't care.
You're perfect for each other. Perfect.
Thanks.
Oh, I hate her. I hate both of them.
Don't let them hurt you, Brenda. Do you want to dance?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
So, get dressed and I'll meet you downstairs.
Okay.
What's up?
Letter writing, Mother, is decidedly lost art.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm a bright guy, right? I should be able to sit down, put my thoughts on the paper. Nothing's coming out.
Who are you writing?
Stone, Kate's.
Oh, didn't you just leave him in the park?
Yeah, Stone had a run-in with this woman, Mom, who was probably the most bigoted, ignorant, mean-spirited pig I've ever met.
AJ.
I'm sorry, Mom, but you probably would have said even worse. Yeah. This woman actually had the audacity to say that people with AIDS are getting what they deserve, and that Stone was simply being punished by God for his lack of morals. What the hell would this woman know about Stone's morals?
I'm sorry that he had to listen to that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, he handled it with a lot more dignity than I would have under the circumstances. The guy did pretty well for himself, actually.
You seem surprised.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. This whole thing's got me pretty rattled.
How? How so?
When this woman was spouting off, she sounded so mean, so stupid. And I couldn't help but hearing myself how I must have sounded at the nurse's ball and when Stone and I were working out at the gym here. I can't believe the guy didn't take my head off.
Maybe he thought that you were capable of being educated in the subject. I give you high marks for open-mindedness and flexibility.
Well, thank you, but Stone's the guy that I gotta get it straight with.
What's the matter with face-to-face?
I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna say I'm sorry. He's gonna say, okay, forget about it. And we're gonna stay in there, too uncomfortable to say anything else.
Well, isn't that enough?
I don't think so. I think there's more to this than just I'm sorry.
Okay. You do what you have to do. Just know that I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I was so proud of you.
All right.
I'm serious. That woman was so hateful. I mean, it just would have been so easy to be hateful back. Are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening.
I was choking with anger. The back of my throat started to close up, and I probably couldn't have said anything to her. But you were so steady with her.
I wanted her to hear me. If I'd have said what I wanted to say to her, she would have tuned me out. We would have just been two angry people yelling at one another in the park. But I don't think she got it.
Maybe not. But I bet you she'll never forget it. I know I never will.
Actually, it did feel pretty great. No, don't.
I want to be close to you.
We can't. I'm so scared if we start, we're not going to be able to stop. Robin.
I miss us. Look, I know you're trying to stay healthy and live as long as you can. But I can't bear the thought that no matter how long that is, I'm never gonna make love to you again.
I know, but we can't.
There has to be something.
Yeah, but everything that I think of, I feel like I'm gonna get you in more of a risk situation, and I can't do that. I couldn't stand that. I love you, and I can't even show you.
Just hold me. Come on, hold me.
I'm so sorry.
We'll figure it out. You know, it doesn't seem fair that when you need the love most in your life, you're not allowed to have it.
None of that makes sense. Why is this happening, Robin? Why now? I mean, you hear all the stories about the 60s and free love and how they got away with just about everything. So why now? So why us? I'm not saying that God is out to get me personally. But in the greater scheme of things, do you think that this is God's way or nature's way of just saying enough?
So we're being punished for what the flower children did? I don't buy that.
They say that everything happens for a reason. And if there's some kind of plan here, if I'm supposed to figure out what the big lesson is, I sure would like a clue. I mean, even if it just happens to be random bad stuff and I happen to be caught in the middle of it, it would just be a lot easier if this thing had some meaning.
You've been doing a lot of thinking about this, haven't you?
What else am I supposed to do when it's late at night and I can't sleep and you're not here?
Oh, hi.
Okay, sorry it took so long, but
what's up?
I decided I was hungry. Can I get you guys a burger or something?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
No, thanks.
Okay.
Here they are.
Oh, wow. Ah, these are cool, man. When can we get started?
Well, I gotta check my schedule, but I think I'm not working tomorrow. In the meantime, we can just get together some supplies.
Well, like what?
Like, okay, we need a hammer.
A hammer.
And a screwdriver and bolts. And, you know, plywood for the frame. You better do this.
What's the matter?
Well, now that I can actually read and write, I found out that my vision's kind of blurry.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I know I have some really awesome metallic paint in our shed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's critical.
Okay.
And you're gonna need a wire.
Wire.
And you need a cushion for the seat. And you need gasoline for the engine.
Gotcha.
And I will probably remember all the rest of the stuff tonight.
Okay, well, I can do a ton of stuff with this.
Okay, good.
See you tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, you bet.
Cool,
Here's all the
man.
stuff.
Thanks.
There you go, bud.
See ya. Bye.
What do you mean your vision's blurry? You
Uh,
never said anything like that before.
yeah, no, don't sweat it. I probably just need some glasses. That could be all right, right? It might make me look smarter.
You? No way.
Well, I promise you I will go see the eye doctor
When?
soon.
Okay.
I love you.
I'm glad. Because I got everything straight with Uncle Mac. I'm not going to Yale. I'm not leaving you.
Alan assured me the prognosis is good. I might actually live.
You look healthy enough. This kinky, sexy little limp is a good touch.
Well, actually, it's just a cramp, which I probably never should have gotten, but I left the house in such a hurry this morning. I mean, normally I would have eaten a banana and I would have drank about 32 ounces of water just to avoid this very thing.
Well, what are you doing now?
Well, now I'm eating the bananas and I'm drinking the water, but who knows what's going to help. Maybe I'm simply self-destructing.
Self-destruction. Familiar family trait. What's going on, baby sister? Are we thinking of getting our little selves in mischief?
No mischief.
I think that's my cue to leave.
Jeez, men seem in an awful hurry to leave this house lately.
You don't really need me to sit here and listen to this, do you?
No, but you're the only one I can tell.
What about your shrink?
Oh, Kevin, he would just examine it and untangle it and probably make it a lot more important than it really needs to be. I'm sorry, but you're my sounding board.
All right. Let's have it.
It's Alan.
Alan?
Alan Quartermain.
What about him?
Well, the oddest thing happened a little while ago. He brought me home, and we were sitting right here on the couch, just laughing and complaining like we always do, and I suddenly had this incredible urge to kiss him.
Oh, I knew I should have left.
I mean, nothing actually happened, you know. It was just a feeling I had, but I could swear he felt the same way I did.
Are you sure he wasn't imagining? I mean, you weren't imagining. You weren't imagining this, were
Well,
you?
now, you know, we've been spending a lot of time together lately. I whined about Tony, he whines about Monica, but I really trust him, and we really have this very intense connection. But we didn't act on it.
Self-restraint. I vaguely remember what that feels like. I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah, well, you know, anything else would be unthinkable. Do you have any idea how much trouble this could be? I mean, Monica's my best friend. I love her.
Oh, I think upping the medication should do it. But let me know if the fever doesn't subside. Okay. Yes, I will be here.
So, it was a huge success, huh?
It was. I looked for you at the finish line.
I had to drive Bobby home.
You're kidding. Her leg was that bad?
I just didn't think it was wise for her to walk.
She didn't tear a muscle, did she?
No, it was dehydration. Her calf muscle had just seized up.
Oh. Well, as long as it wasn't anything serious, then there's not a problem.
I wouldn't go that far.
What?
We have a problem, Monica, and it's very serious.
You mean the situation with Bobby and Tony is serious?
Bobby and Tony, you and me.
You can't compare them to us.
Why not? Wanting to be together, not knowing how to get there?
Alan, they're separated.
I know. And living under the same roof. Does that sound familiar to you?
Look, I don't think this is fair. I mean, I know that we have gone through some rough times lately, but I'm doing something about it. I called Owen Copeland. I want to discuss reconstructive surgery. I do. I made an appointment. I'm going to see him. I don't know what else I can do to let you know that I am ready and willing to take the next step.
That wasn't the step I was hoping for.
I thought that's what you want.
No, Monica. That's what you want. What I want is to have my wife back. What I want is to be able to make love to you again, Monica. And what I want more than anything is for you to understand that if you elect to have reconstructive surgery, you're doing it for you, not for me.
Well, I mean, isn't this silly? I've been friends with Alan for years, and with Monica.
Can we assume that you're not fighting the same urge to kiss Monica? Maybe seeing so much of Alan right now is not a good idea.
But you know, I'm not really seeing him. I mean, not like that. I mean, we just happen to work in the same place, so naturally we're going to run into one another. And, well, okay, so we had drinks once or twice. And, well, okay, so we had a couple of dinners. But, I mean, all we ever do, I swear, is we talk about the problems in our marriages.
Yeah, so, great. Before long, you're the only two people in the whole world who understand each other because you've been crying on each other's shoulders for so long. And then I'm telling you, Barbara, the next step is a given.
But there isn't any next step. I mean, there was only this kind of odd sensation, you know. But I made it go away.
You've been lusting in your heart, Barbara Jean.
Well, yeah. But that's all it's ever going to be. Because Alan and I are too smart to let it become anything else.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got everything under control.
So, what do you think?
I ain't here to think, baby. I'm just the sounding board, remember?
Oh, come on, Luke. I really need your opinion.
What difference does it make? You're going to do what you want to do anyway. Okay, all right, you want it straight, I'll give it to you straight. I think if you want to walk on the wild side, take up bungee jumping, or skydiving, or walk the high wire without a net. Any of those would be less dangerous than hanging out with Dr. Quartermain.
Well, welcome back. We expected you in a little bit earlier. Was the flight late? Oh, I see. I guess your new little playmate wasn't eager to do the Puerto Rico.
Are you ever gonna learn your place here?
General Hospital will continue in a moment, here on ABC.
Today on 7.
Now you're holding my job over my head. Boy, you really love to throw your weight around, don't you?
Like father, like son.
Hey, you know, I knew it was going to come back to me. I mean, you mess things up and I take the blame, huh?
No, wait. Not blame. Credit for being my first example in power and how to use it.
Oh, forget
No, hey,
about
come on,
it.
stick around for this. It's gonna be a real heartwarming father-son moment. You must remember the bicycle.
What bicycle?
Oh, come on, what? The two-wheeler? Silver and red. My grandparents bought it for me back before they lost their business.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do. I was only 6. But a kid never forgets his first real bike. You came on one of your visits, and you took one look at that thing, and your eyes lit up. And I said, boy, this is gonna be great. My old man's gonna teach me how to ride this sucker. Except the next morning, you were gone. So was the bike.
I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you told Mom to tell me that you went out to get training wheels. Then, you forgot to come home.
I owed some people some money. I was into the ponies real bad back then. And besides, you were too small to have a two-wheeler.
So you do remember.
I was hogging everything back then. I was heavy into the tequila, which is why I can't drink it today, because it makes me do crazy
Well,
things.
you just got an excuse for everything.
And I can't believe you're still hanging on to that story.
There's 1,000 more where that came from.
I'm a rat bastard, okay? But you're not 6 anymore, Michael. When are you gonna stop taking it out on the rest of the world, huh?
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just, had this letter for Stone. Could somebody give it to me, please?
Yeah, I'll get it to him.
Thanks, Mike. Good guy.
I understand that reconstructive surgery is my choice, but I've given it a lot of thought, and I think that it can benefit both of us.
You see, Monica, this is where you start to lose me. All this introspection and analysis about what's good for whom. I mean, I remember a time when we didn't have to tread on eggshells with each other, when our relationship was spontaneous, especially the physical part. My God, Monica, there was a time when I could just touch that certain part of your neck, or you would give me a look that would drive me so wild I'd go right up the wall. We'd be all over each other. How did we lose that, Monica? I want that back.
It's just on temporary hold.
Temporary? Need I remind you how long this has been going on? And it's not because I haven't tried.
You don't get used to a new body overnight.
I do?
I don't. I hate it, Alan. And I can't believe that you could look at me and feel anything but revulsion.
I see. I can't count the number of times I've told you otherwise. Now, either you don't believe me or you don't trust me.
That's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. You're so worried about me rejecting you. Has it ever occurred to you, Monica, that I'm the one that's being rejected?
How can you say that?
Because from where I'm standing, Monica, that's exactly how it feels.
The last thing in the world I want is to hurt you.
Oh, Monica, there you are. Hello, Alan.
Hello, Mother.
Did you forget, dear, that you were going to help me cut the roses?
No, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. Let me just go get my gardening gloves.
I hope I didn't interrupt anything.
Obviously, nothing very important.
Looking pretty pasty for a girl who just got back from Puerto Rico. Maybe you should have spent a little less time indoors. You don't know what you're saying. Oh, yeah, well, I'm not blind or stupid, Lily. I know exactly what you and Sonny have been doing.
You couldn't be more wrong if you tried.
Who couldn't wait to jump into bed with whom? Well, I think that was after you two took off to Puerto Rico together. To see my father, who happens to be very ill, so don't use that as an excuse to justify whatever it is that you're doing with Miguel. Lily, your father is not ill. He was injured, shocked. And you don't think I know that? Excuse me, but I do know who my father is and what he does. Oh, and I suppose you think you know everything about Sonny, too, don't you? What Sonny does is none of my business. Nor yours anymore. Do you really expect me to believe that Sonny went to Puerto Rico just to visit your father? No, Brenda. He went along as a friend to support me through a difficult time. While we were there, he visited my father, and he also met my son. Now, any other fantasies you may be having, Brenda, are just that. Fantasies. You're the one with the fantasies. What are you doing, Lily? You looking for a daddy? And you just thought you'd snuggle up to my man, right? Well, I want you to know that I know that you've been plotting from day one to get him away from me. Nobody had to steal Sonny away from you, Brenda. You drove him away the day you betrayed him. He betrayed me, and I can bet that you were sitting right next to him, whispering in his ear not to trust me.
Why would he trust you? You spied on him. And then you turn around and you jump into bed with Miguel. Sonny was right about you. You are a whore.
What? Brenda,
What?
relax.
Say
Brenda.
it again. Go ahead.
Come on,
Say it
Brenda.
one more time,
Take
Louise.
it easy.
Go ahead. Yeah, you
Calm
gotta
down.
walk away. That's really
Brenda.
brave of you to walk away. Let me go.
What's going on?
Let me go.
What's going on?
From AJ.
What do he want?
I don't know, but it seemed that he wanted you to get it right away.
Oh, well, thanks for bringing this up. You didn't have to.
Oh, yeah, I did. See, it was just me and Sonny downstairs, and it was getting pretty ugly. I'll see you.
This thing's in longhand. Would you mind?
Sure, if you want me to.
Please.
Dear Stone, you're probably wondering why I'm writing this, instead of simply saying what I have to say to your face. But this isn't easy for me, and I'm afraid if I try to explain, I'll screw it up. I do that sometimes. Something happened to me at the AIDS walk that took me by surprise. A mirror was held up, and I saw myself in it, and I didn't like what I saw. That woman represented the most narrow-minded, bigoted, and prejudiced among us. Yet she was so convinced of her own superiority. When I saw how you handled her, and I recognized how very wrong she was about you, and AIDS, and the way people react out of ignorance, I knew I had some major soul-searching to do. To begin with, I owe you a personal apology for some of the things I've said and done. I also owe you a debt of gratitude for opening my eyes to things. Things that are not always what they seem, or what we wish them to be. Neither are people. It's a lesson I'm learning late, but one I won't forget. And if there's one thing I might do to make up for my past behavior, is to make you this solemn promise. To recognize and move beyond my own prejudices, and to not be so quick to rush to judgment. You're very strong, Stone. You proved that today when you stood up for yourself. But should you ever find you need someone to stand up with you, you know where to find me. Respectfully yours, Alan Quartermain, Jr.
Can I see that? I'd like to keep this.
You should put that someplace special.
Hey, partner. Welcome home. You know, at the risk of sounding like one of those cheesy astrological columns in the local rag, I think Mercury is in retrograde.
What the hell does that mean?
Not a damn thing. It's just an observation. There is something seriously whacked with the cosmos.
You're not gonna ask, are you?
Nope.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Of course, if sometime you want to spill your guts about it, that's all right. I ain't going anywhere.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive.
The Man of Steel.
No. Brenda, she's doing Miguel.
Are you sure?
Yep. I caught him buck naked playing. You want to scrub my back?
Oh. Man. Didn't take long, did it?
Yeah.
Some people will spin on a dime, pal. Some will even spin for a dime. Things happen.
Maybe. But they don't happen to me.
I cannot believe that she said that to me. She is the one who is lying.
Well, does it matter? Brenda, why we let them get to us?
Well, that's really easy for you to say, Miguel, because nobody stood here and called you names. And don't ever, ever do that to me again. I can take care of myself.
Sure, I don't doubt it. Brenda, you know what we have to do? Get them out of our heads, go to rehearsal, and do something that makes us happy, right?
Dancing.
Well, I know it'll make me feel better.
You're right. You're not worth one more second of my time.
Hello.
Hi. How's your leg?
Much better. Thanks.
Good.
You know, I'm just so embarrassed, making such a big thing over such a little thing like a Charlie horse. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm the one who should be apologizing.
What for?
I don't know.
I know what you mean. I almost picked up the phone about 10 times to say the exact same thing.
Well, obviously neither of us has anything to be sorry for.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Well, that's settled. What a relief.
Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you have any dinner plans?
For tomorrow? No, not yet.
Would you let me buy you a steak?
Sounds terrific.
Okay, that's great. I'll see you then.